The Winter Olympics is still 10 years away, 2034. But hotels in Park City are already starting to book for it. So, the Winter Olympics 2034 blocks of Park City area hotel rooms are already essentially booked. Guys, it's not set in stone that we're getting the Olympics, but apparently we are getting the Olympics because if the Olympics happen tomorrow, Salt Lake is saying yes, we could host it because we have the venues, we've maintained the venues. Don't even get me started on what this is going to do for real estate prices, especially on what's going on at the new Deer Valley base. Holy smokes. The 2034 Winter Olympics are more than just a decade away, and there are already blocks of hotel rooms in the Park City area essentially booked for the games that year. Woo! Months before the International Olympic Committee is poised to formally award Salt Lake City the Games of 2034, the organization mounting the bid for the event has secured commitments from lodging properties across northern Utah for the Olympic period. 6 properties in the Park City area had reached agreements with the Salt Lake City, Utah Committee for the Games by late December. The agreements highlight the importance of the community to staging of the games, but they also serve as another early marker in the broader planning effect in the anticipation of a second Winter Olympics in the games. The Park City area lodging properties that have reached agreements with the Salt Lake City, Utah Committee for the games are the AC Hotel in Park City, Best Western Plus Landmark Inn, Doubletree by Hilton Hotel Park City, which used to be the Yarrow, Hyatt Place Park City Peaks Hotel, and the Sheraton Park City. For additional lodging properties in the nearby Wasatch County, including the Homestead Resort, has also reached agreements. We're not done, said John Schindler, who is the accommodations advisor for the Salt Lake City, Utah Committee Games. The International Olympic Committee in late November invited the capital city into another piece of discussions about staging the games to 2034 and labeled Salt Lake City as the preferred host. I just made a video on that if you want to go check it out. The awarding of the games of the 2030 and 2034 is anticipated by July, before the Summer Olympics open in Paris. Park City area is crucial to the plans, with Park City Mountain Resort, Deer Valley Resort, and the Utah Olympic Park identified as the most important, my friends, competition venues. The community would be would also be critical to the transportation, security, and celebration planning. Soldier Hollow in Wasatch County is also identified on the competition map. Handler provides a unique background as the committee seeking the games prepares for the likelihood of transforming and organizing the committee as soon as the summer. He spent 6 years working for the organizing committee that put on the games in 2002 in Salt Lake City, rising the director of accommodation then. The current work has secured more than 19,000 rooms for the Olympic period in 2034, as well as the same number of rooms for that time in the Winter Olympics of 2030, which are expected to be awarded to the French Alps region, but were earlier seen as a possibility for Salt Lake City. The agreements between Salt Lake City, Utah Committee for the Games and the lodging property stretch up to 33 nights, covering 17 nights of the Olympics, 14 nights immediately prior to the opening ceremonies, and 2 nights following for the close of the Games. We become a more attractive option for hotels, he said, particularly highlighting the 33-night bookings. The more than 19,000 rooms are mostly within traditional hotels. The rooms would be set aside for the International Olympic Committee, sports federations, National Olympic Committee, sponsors of the media. Schindler said the lodging properties, as part of the agreements, were required to commit at least 60% of the rooms to the games. Staying the benchmark is the equivalent of an average 100 rooms per participating hotels across the Olympic region. He said agreements that have been reached encompass on average 80% of the rooms in the properties. The Salt Lake City, Utah Committee for the Games agreed to pay higher rates as the individual properties committed more rooms. He said the rates will be set by a formula relying on the base rate for the individual properties, an inflationary component of the premium that is based on the number of rooms that were committed. The actual rates would be finalized in 2031. The committee approached every hotel in Park City and surrounding Summit County with at least 50 rooms and a rating of at least 2 stars. Schindler said it is unclear whether Salt Lake, Utah Committee for the Games will reach agreements with the significant number of additional local properties. He said some lodging properties have indicated they are going their own way during an Olympics and do not want to intend to sign agreements with the committee. Also, a limited number of properties in the Park City area that fit the minimum 50-room 2-star criteria. He said, describing the lodging industry as weighted towards condominiums, condo hotels, which tend to involve separate ownership of the units rather than like a traditional hotel room style hotel. The rooms in Salt Lake City, Utah committee for the games are securing in the Park City area to account for a small percentage of those available throughout the various segments of the lodging industry. There are hotels, the rating spectrum, that have opted against signing the agreement, while the committee did not tap on other agreements in the lodging industry outside of traditional hotels. The hotel that reached agreements with Salt Lake City, Utah committee for the games, meanwhile, they kept some of their rooms out of the deals. Sinclair said, there is still plenty of lodging out there, as he described the event availability for the Olympic crowds, the condos, and the Airbnbs. All right, guys, what do you think of this? We're already starting to book out rooms. They're already starting to secure lodging for the 2034 Olympics. I think it's happening. So what's going to happen to real estate? It's going to explode here. All right. Hey, what's up? My name is Nicole. I'm a 37-year local of the Park City area. Yes, I live in Park City, not Salt Lake. I live in Park City. Canyons is my backyard. I sell real estate here. So if you're looking to buy or sell in Park City and you wish to contact me, my information is always dropped down in the description link down below. Until next time, have a great day.